Thunder Bay City Council received a report at last night's meeting which reviewed the efforts made to ensure voting in the recent municipal election was accessible to everyone. The review outlined an overall successful election, but did flag a few concerns that administration will look to address in 2026. Vasilios Bellos explains.
Under provincially mandated law, municipalities must carry out a review of accessibility measures after elections. Thunder Bay City Council received that report during Monday's meeting, which found as a whole, the city did carry out an election that was accessible for voters with disabilities, though there were still some improvements to consider for 2026. City Clerk Krista Power mentions a few methods that were new in the recent election that found success they plan on using again in 4 years' time.
Well, one of the big things I would say is, again, you see the free transit pass that was on our voter information letter. We got great response from that. We also had a number for folks to call for accommodation. And when we put that on, we thought maybe we'll get 5 calls, and over 70 people called to request accommodation. So we had to work with those individuals, determine what their need was, and then assess how we could best assist to get them to the polling station or to get the polling station to them.
The review did flag a few issues, including the need for more poll workers to receive accessibility training, something city officials say will be developed before 2026. During the recent election, only 4 city staff were trained on election-related accessible customer services. 2022 was also Thunder Bay's first crack at drive-through voting, which was successful, especially for those unable to stand in line at a polling station for extended periods of time. Clerk Powers says because of the positive feedback, it's a method that they are considering for the next election.
One of the first vehicles that actually pulled through was an individual who suffered from a mobility challenge, who had a walker in the back seat, who said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't have to wait in line and I really wanted to vote today. So I would say from that perspective, certainly from an accessibility perspective, we would want to bring it back, but also just from the general users that enjoyed the opportunity to again register their vote with a paper ballot through the drive-through system. We'll certainly look to bring that back for 2026.
The recent municipal election also saw very positive feedback from many in the disability community regarding online voting, with it actually being the most popular method amongst all voters, more than 60% choosing that option. Vasilios Bellos, TBT News.